Like that, you gotta go to it. Ain't gonna make you go in there either.
Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop-pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dumps it to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Floating away. Sails one into the middle. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense. get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's picked up. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And if that don't fire your wood is when the best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first one. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
And he's dragged down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Catch in the middle. It says Ukama. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got it. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quarterback making checks. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Lewis. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Johns. Nice grab in traffic. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Slams it ahead. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more...
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Johns. Floats it out in space. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Irish time to think about it. They'll open the quarter going for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Going to swing it on second down. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Scanning the field, it's Johns. Skips away from pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quickly to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the Razorbacks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Finds a tight end. Bringing it back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets the back moving. From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. To the air. It's Johns. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Turning it on. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He might want another play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pulls it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Johns. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Under fire. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half. They were calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Johns. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the heat. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Absolutely center cut. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Red pass hits complete. There he goes. Smashes ahead. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the ground, he's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Memphis. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That's one the running back would like to have back. He's a good enough player. He's a complete enough running back to be able to make that play. That's why they like throwing him angle routes like that right there.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, a 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Finds the tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Like like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here come the Irish back on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Johns. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The throw. He makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now we'll go attack and make some plays.
He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route and he dropped it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He'll throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Ezukama. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys,
going out. Turning it on! costing this defense a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They want that clock to run. On the move at the 30. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Making side adjustments here. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Johns. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Ezukama. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's got his man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Got a man in the middle. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Johns. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Bring in the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. The stadium bathed in garnet. Hockey riding in on a cockaboose. 2001 blaring, and you know what's in store now. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. For a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Works the middle of the field. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Plucks it out of the air. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Johns. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on fourth down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. But the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Johns. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
On the move.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he does a really nice job finding open open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. With the catch, it's Lewis. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets the return down to the 25. Line and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to.
Breaks into the open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Fires to the big fella.
like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Wade. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nestles it in at the 35. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. It's Johns. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They're either really confident or a little reckless as they go for it on fourth and long from their own 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. He is way short of the line to gain, and they'll have to turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Toss sweep to the left. Run runs through a tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38. These guys are on the move.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fitted in the window for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Finds his man. It's Lewis. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. A grab near the sticks. It's Ezukama. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to add another.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Wade. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Johns. Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive range.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. At the 20. Touchdown, Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. Field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Trying to do it on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Johns. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. It's dropped, and oh, what a... way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back to throw, it's Johns. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Power ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here's the handoff. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here come the Irish back on offense. Handoff to the single running back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
South Carolina, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
How about the job by this defense again? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were
looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the rod on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock support here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding.
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.